I'm Meg Whalen with the College of Arts and Architecture, and today we are in the Projective Eye Gallery at UNC Charlotte Center City, where the College of Arts and Architecture is presenting a retrospective of work by the artist, poet, performer, activist, teacher, historian, and all-around important Charlottean, Mr. TJ Reddy. And it is a wonderful gift to us today that Mr. Reddy is here in the gallery with us to talk about this exhibition, Everything is Everything. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for being joined.
Tell me a little bit about coming to the title of this exhibition, Everything is Everything.
You know, I'm a sort of a product of the 60s, 1960s. And, you know, like today you hear colloquial references, you know, rad and all that kind of, you know, people, you know, they. So one of the things that became sort of, I don't want to say popular among the Black community was our way of speaking colloquially. And that would be a kind of reference to everything is hunky-dory or copacetic or, you know, apropos. Everything is all right. So the other part of it had to do with, we realized that we were part of something much bigger than ourselves, and that the unity that we experience is not just in the human realm. So we have a way of relating to ourselves as a part and parcel of from where our history or our existence begins. So everything is really what it is. And when we look at our bodies, much of our bodies have the same thing that the earth has. So we are a human ecology. And that in my work, that's what you see, that I paint people as environments, but it does identify who we are by the use of our language. And so as a poet, I paint narratives, I paint language.
Talk a little bit more about that, because I know that you have several books of poetry that you have published, and you've written a poem for this exhibition, which visitors to the gallery can read on one of the walls. So I know that poetic language is a primary form of expression for you, but then also imagery. And so explain how that narrative, poetic approach to language is then manifest in your paintings.
In reference to nature, while I was growing up as a child, I used to hear references to human nature. And I'd hear elders say that, and people say, you know, and I used to wonder, what do they mean? What do they mean? What did that mean? But then when I really start to think about it, it's that connection I was saying to you about this integral approach to how the spectrum of life has dimensions. So anyway, stratus, water, which is indicated symbolically in my work as fish. So you look and you see all these fish, and you go like, okay, why does he have all these fish in there? It is a symbolic reference to water. Then you look at the level of what's the water on or under. It's land. You know, it's another strata. And so that's where the plant matter is. And I grew up in a family of farmers. So we were involved with the land providing a great deal of sustenance for our survival. Okay, so then you look and you see the trees. And you see the leaves. There are a lot of leaves, right? So the leaves represent the perennial nature of life, that we are not here forever. And we go ashes to ashes, back to dust. You know, we come out of that earthly realm and we return to it. And then you'll see the birds. The birds are references to air. And so with these stratas of water and land and, you know, vegetation and air, those are elements that create a way for us to be sustained. So I paint symbolically human ecology.
In looking at these large paintings hanging behind you, one thing that I was initially impressed with is the layers, the physical layers of the work. I mean, they are not, if you see a photograph of them, they just look flat. But when you see them in real life, there is such texture to them, and there are so many layers of paint or other medium. I don't know how they're created, but tell me about that kind of, just the artistic quality of that, or the craft of that building up, and kind of the choice of that thickness and layering to create this vibrant painting.
That's a good question. So there are two references to what it is about why I do that. Life in general is built on connections to everything else, as in everything is everything. You know? And so it's easy for me to see how the multi-layers of life are basically a part of a construction. You know, the building of the frame, the textural effects, or the colors that you add are built upon everything else. So I use sand in the work. I use sawdust in the work. I use feathers, fabrics, mostly all cottons. I use crushed shells in the work. And all of those are put together with modeling paste, which is a binder. So, and all the works are done in acrylics. So it's a natural kind of reference to what is there by keeping it as natural as can be by using natural materials. And so I infuse it, the materials that I actually present, in the work itself. And to me, it is what it is. Everything is everything.
Well, I appreciate your coming and talking to me today so that people watching can learn more about the exhibition. I know that educating is a big part of your life and your mission of your life, and you've been coming here to talk to Freedom School students, and we'll do so some more during the time of the exhibition, which is a really wonderful opportunity to work with a whole new generation of folks. And the exhibition will be on view until August 20th. So we're delighted about that. And we have a reception planned on Thursday, July 20th. And you'll be here for that?
Yes.
And speaking, I believe, a little bit?
Yes.
Are you going to play some music for us that night?
Yes, everybody likes to song and dance.
Yes, that's great.
It's all good.
So we'll look forward to seeing you at the opening reception on July 20th. And you can learn more about the exhibition on our website at arts.uncc.edu. Thanks for watching.